I keep having problems with. Let's do all chat. There we go. All right, let's get you guys set up over here on another angle now. There we go. There we go. All right. Sorry, guys. 2 sons only God knows. 4 inches and only 2 legs. Who is slacking? I know, right? Not it. Okay, what's that, Red Bull? Tucson, about 2 a.m. this morning, had some violence happening, unfortunately. I guess there was a report of some guns going off in downtown. And while the officers are running over there to figure out what's going on, because there were some officers on foot, they came across the perpetrator that had a projectile shooter in his hand. And I guess there was confrontation back and forth, dropped the thing, and he didn't listen. And unfortunately, that person is in critical condition. The police had to shoot this subject that was waving a gun around and shooting at people. And unfortunately, there was 10 people involved. 1 shooter, 1 person passed away, unfortunately. And the rest of them are in critical condition, it sounds like. Some are mostly in extremities, supposedly, but no, he might not make it either. He's in critical condition. The trip went great. Hey, Zero. No, and then turbo intercool line blew off, made it home, and fixed the truck. Yeah, you were definitely in limp mode after that. No boost. See if anybody's over on my other one. Hey, you're over on that one. What's going on? I have a different view here. Appreciate you coming by, Red Bull, on the secondary one I got going over there. All right, we don't need that. We need... I think it's this one, right? Yeah, we need this one installed. Let's turn our powder machine on. Exactly. Bleep around, you'll find out. What's up, Mike's Adventures? Fingers crossed. Who knows, huh? How you doing, Mike? Appreciate you coming by to Desert Armory and More. We are reloading some 45 ACP. I did a couple last night, just 10 of them. I was mostly just getting things prepped. I did 10, so it wasn't too many. Because I want to try that loading. I want to make sure I separate those loadings from the rest. Because I want to load up some different weights of grains. Thank you. Yep. You're good. Awesome. I bleeped my pants. I crapped my pants on the ramp from Buffalo. It was a wake-up call on mechanic work. On the on-ramp. All right. Oh, that's not correct. I put 5.5. It went to 6. That's weird. Because those other ones I put 5 in. This one I'm going to put 5. I think I put 5. Double check. Yep, 5 grains of 231 ball ammo, or ball. 5.5, let's see. What kind of scale do you use? I have a RCBS, what is this thingy? It's like a Trickle Master Light, I think? I forget. Let's see if I can see on the side here what it says. Charge Master Light. It's a Charge Master Light. When I'm doing smaller loads, like when I'm doing my more custom stuff, I have this little Hornady. The thing I don't like about this is it shuts off way too soon before you're ready to do stuff. Sorry if you do have bad thing with pew pew and a cop shows up, that person who needs is going to find out. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to fix them. I was trying to figure out how they force the connections together, but I did it better now. Okay. I'm having problems with my scale, and I think it's because one of the feet are misaligned. It's a little bit off level. There we go. I think it was a little off level. That was the problem. I'm pretty sure. See if it fixes it now. We got one person over here on this one. What's up, AT? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you coming by. I got 2 going again, which I didn't even know I could do. I got 2 vertical lives going like last night. Learn something new every night. Can't even breathe on my scale. And then it shuts off or what? Do you have the really super sensitive, the black one that has a big tube to let out and a teeny little one that trickles? It's for match loads. There's a guy, one of my subscribers, he does reloading, and he's got one like that. Sensitive. My RCBS, this one, it's the, like I said, it's the light. It seems to do pretty good. All right, let me get a handful of these projectiles here. Set them on the table. I'll do a 10 of these, and then we'll see how it goes. Now I'm over here. Yep, you get 2 different views that way. How do you like that, huh?
I like Vin apples.
Pretty sure it was Bruce. Yeah, I think it might have been. I wasn't 100% sure. Russell minus saying if the air AC is on, it messes with the charge. Okay. Let's see, make sure we're still the right length here. It's a little bit long, just barely. Might be because I don't have this tightened up all the way. I've never loaded 45 ACP before, so. Other than last night. We did it last night. That one went in nice. That one was a little rough still. Right on the money. Oh, and the problem I had with my calipers is it was a dead battery the other day. Really nice being off the grid 4 days and 70 degrees max temps. I love mountains. Nice. Sorry I haven't been around much and spending every possible moment with the girlfriend. Did you figure out that situation? Think you had some problems happening or something? I forget. I bet you it's pretty cool up in the mountains because we've been cool the last few days. And it was raining on the mountains today again up there. Same with some other areas around here. It was needed until truck crapped out. Yeah, exactly. Make sure we're still saying true. Right on. 1258, 125, 126. Yeah. But yeah, I probably have 50 that I primed, possibly. I can't remember. I think I fixed it, fingers crossed. Allegedly. Allegedly. This one, it's somewhat sensitive, this scale. It's not made for, like, it's perfect for, like, plinking around and having fun, but it wouldn't be good for match grade. You want to use one of those ones like Bruce has. It's black with the 2 different straws. It does 0.00 for grains. Now, I have a friend who has a 0.000 grain scale. Yeah, he does match grade. The thing is he doesn't do match shooting. He just likes having fun. He's an older gentleman. He was at the gun show yesterday. He just, because he reloads 303 Brit for his World War I full fun switch that he collects. I figured out it's very difficult. I can see the future with her, but she's your witness. Oh, yeah. That's cool. I am waiting for my new 22 can and 307 grain and 30 cal bullets to get here. 307. Those are pretty heavy. What are those for? In like February, I had an alternative to get out of the old junkie I had and bleed me off enough to fix the alternative sold car. Breaking down the road trips is worse. Yep. Yeah, growing up, we broke down twice one time. We went to Texas one time, and the power steering pump, was it? Went out. And then another time we're coming back from Wisconsin, we were visiting there, and we had a idler pulley fly off, and then the belt got all messed up and froze up. Yep. Yeah, we're using, this should be, if I recall, this powder is 231 ball. That's what I used in here last. Make sure we're still running true on our measurement here. Yep, 1260. I want to do 10 of this, and I'm doing a 5, a 5.5, and a 6. A 6 is going to be on the hotter end. .45 ACP, folks. What do they say? God's caliber? What's up, Eastern? How you doing, buddy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to do 2 more. Oh, that one for some reason is not the quite right measure. When in doubt, pour it out, is what they say. What's up, Brantley? I can go live now. Good. So you got your account verified thing, I take it? I take it, mate. Matey. I think it's because I was moving the table around, so it messed it up, the measurement. Good for you. When you going live for the first time? And again, guys, if you want to come and visit my area here in Southern Arizona, October 10th, 2026, well, you can meet me at a vendor there at Douglas Shooting Range. Right here. Sorry, it's backwards because we're using front cameras here. If you want to check it out, it's called the Silent Impact Suppressor Event for Silencer Shop. I will be there taking videos and photos for my local pawn and gun. So if you want to join us, October 10th, 2026. I'm going to do a short about it a little bit. Still haven't done it yet, but we'll soon. There you go. All right, let me shut this off because that's my 10. I have to get an idea and get everything ready. There you go. Just start one like I did. Just talk about whatever. At least we could limp truck 70 miles home was rough. Yeah. That is who I ordered suppressors through. So my local gun and pawn has actually the machine at their shop. Where it's a big old screen about that big that you type all your info in. It used to be over at the shop that closed. The one that was, what do you call it? It was called The Other Guys Ammo. I may do a live of church services. There you go. There you go. All right, I need to put something else underneath that tablet. I have it up off the ground. Oh, I don't need those up off the ground. Who's over here? AT says doing good, and my pup is doing great. How's Skittles doing? Okay, it's not in here. I wonder where it is. Oh, here. No, it's not it either. I'm looking for, I should have one more. Is it in this blue case? Yeah, here it is. This one's for 45 Colt, but it should work for this. Although, maybe not. I don't think it will. He's still shaking his head around some with the his ears. Something's going on with it. Hey, Mike. Yep, you're in the other one now. Different angle. Should be able to test my subs Friday. Didn't you say that like 3 different times? Every weekend it just didn't work, huh? Nice. That's a nice looking bullet. Yeah. I like teasing you about that. Unless you finally did one of the days. Because I remember you mentioned you're going to check your subs. You jumped over here, LOL, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that, actually. Mike's Adventures. I just started a second live on the tablet through the same channel yesterday, and here I thought it was on my secondary channel, Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. that I have just outdoor stuff. I don't have any gun stuff on there. The only time I do is when I'm hiking. I have a firearm on me a lot of times. Or if I'm sitting on my chair in here talking, they're in the background behind me. Oh, that one felt a little weird. Oh, that's that one that had a little imperfection. I see that. I was wondering how you did it. I might have to try that. Yeah, it's just I have my tablet here, and then my phone's over there on a stand. You loaded a bunch, so I was gone this weekend. Well, the weekend before that, I think you said that too. All right, let's get another paper written out of what we need. This is... Where's my pen? Do you have a pen, mate? Do you have a pen? We have a marker. There's a marker work. There's a marker work very well. So we got 5.5 of 231 ball. And this is 230 grain bullet. All right. Put a line in between them. Got to do some testing on these. Oh, there was a chronograph at the gun show. I should have asked how much it was. I was going to, and I forgot. It was a cheaper Coldwell. I was going to ask him about it, and I forgot to ask him how much he wanted for it. A chronograph. All right, let's do... Do I have enough to do another 10? I think so. I have some a little bit hotter. Some more good news. Frank the Snake is doing better. No more scale rot. Oh, he had some scale rot? That doesn't sound good. Let's see. Usually when I do my live stream, I have my phone as the camera, and I use my iPhone to read the chat. Oh, so what I do is I use my front-facing camera on both of them. So that way the screen for the chat is facing me. It's just it's not as good as quality. But it works. Oh, I did get a notification from the boss. Oh, he went live? I did get a invoice from him last night before I went to bed. So I won 3 things. I got the 410 double. It's a, must be an antique because it has, Damascus barrel, so it's probably an antique. And then the others are shotgun parts, stocks, and receiver stuff. Sounds like you're doing a load of similar to the old military standard. Yeah, so these are 231 ball. Said it was a little bit better than 244 ball. And I'm using 5. I did 5 last night, or 10 loads of 5 grains. 10 loads of 5.5, and then I'm going to do a 6. That's as hot as I'm going to make it. That's pushing the high end according to the, let's see, where's my little booklet here? If I can find where I stuck it. I had it out last night. My loading data for Hodgdon's. Here it is. I think they had one up to 6 for this type of... That one's 5.3. Just depends on what you're using. Okay, this is the round nose. 5.3. It looks like 5.8 is the hottest I have in here, I think. 5.6. Let me see. See what else they got here for their weight of bullet. So it's going to be a little, it'll probably be close to a plus P, but not quite. I have one plus P shell right here that I'll probably put extra hot. Maybe put 6.5 in it. It's a plus B shell. It was a Barnes. So, email invoice. Yes, I got one last night too. More good news. I finally got my 20-plus-year-old pool cue fixed. Sentimental value is crazy, so it was emotional to see it repaired. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting, Zero. All right, let me turn my machine on. We're going to put 6.0 of 231 ball. This big boy right here. I got this for, it's about this full, probably. I probably got it for about $15, $20, if that, because I got so much stuff that day. Yeah, it's about up to here. It was stuff I got for used. I got that one. That's that full. This one that's about up to here, 3031 reloading, IMR. It's for rifles. And then I got this one, but it's not that full. 2550. It barely is. It's probably to that line on the bottom. 2550. It's for 308 and 30-06. So now I got reloading for that. I just need to get some dies for... Well, actually, I have dies for both. I could actually load this up. I think I have 308. Maybe I don't have for 308. I know I have for 30-06. I think I got 2 for 30-06, I believe. Let me see here. 375 Win mag. Does anybody need 375 Win? Reloading dies. There's 30-30. 308. And there's my 30-06. So yeah, I got it. I was ahead of the bunch. Alright, there's 6. Hey, Orange Smoke, how's it going? Popcorn for dinner. I had cheese crisp, or actually quesadillas, where we put 2 layers of tortilla with cheese, and I put, what do you call it? Green peppers, like green chilies in there. Yeah, that's what it shows. I actually looked it up. I did some research on it, and so I wrote on here that it's good for 30-30, 300 or 308 match, 223 rem, 250, 358 Win, 6mm Remington, and 303 Brit. That's what they say is good for it. So I could use these for, I could load up 303 Brit, 223, 308 match, and 30-30 are the ones I have. I don't have 250. I don't have 358 Win or 6mm. The other one, yeah, this one, I don't know much about it. Other than it's for 2 different ones, 308 and 30-06, 2520. Accurate. Most of my stuff is Accurate and Winchester. They're very trusting for used half-jug powder. I could not do it after seeing a gun go boom because Buddy got used powder and it was pistol in a rifle powder can. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Okay, what's going on here? Well, that's because I switched these over. Because I was going to do that. I don't know why I switched these over. I don't need to switch it over yet. Well, I never put it back. That's why. That's the crimper. He survived with minimal injury, but gun was toast. Hey, Russell, how's it going, buddy? Appreciate you coming by. Been waiting for your message. Eastern Washington says, what's up? Weirdo Cat says, for some reason, you two want to make a video. YouTube. I've got one here and I got one there. We got 2 running. Alright, I got to make sure I keep these separated because these are 6 grains. They're going to be a little hot. They're going to be almost plus B. Close to it. Close to it, mate. There we go. This one will be plus B because it is a plus B shell. It's a Barnes 45 Auto plus B. They used to be these right here. See that one right there? They're really deep. Like so deep, they're probably as deep as what this ridge is right here on the edge. They're the TAC X, I think, Barnes. That hole is really deep.
She way down there.
So what I can figure out, if I can remember how many grains these are, I should be able to figure out how much grains of powder is inside of it by minusing the bullet weight. But I can't remember how much those things weigh. Yeah, I guess maybe I am too trusting when it comes to stuff like that, huh? Yes, it is copper. They are copper. That's the one I had go through a wall. I have it sitting over here, I think. Is it up on top here? It used to be. That's how I knew they were copper. I had this one go through a wall. Right here. It went through the wall, hit an outlet, and banged into the seat that my dog was sitting on. That's why there's a little bit of puffy fuzz from the little seat that they were sitting on. Yeah, right here. This right here shot through the wall with my 45 ACP 1911. Hit the electrical box, cut off half the power in that room, and hit into the chair on the other side. 2 drywalls plus hit the electrical. So that's a plus P as well. So I could load that one up. But I kind of really didn't want to because I wanted to save this case and this bullet because they used to be together before they went inside of a wall. Buddy blew up a python. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt. Those are expensive. I think you actually overcharged, double charged. Ooh. Connor, thanks for the donation. Cracked the cylinder in half and bent the frame. Whoo! See, that's what some people do with black powders. And people did some little testings on them to see if they could figure out. Oh, we got a big spider. I don't think I can get him. He went behind. What's up, Micah? There was a giant spider over there. It just went by. The other side, though. People wanted to test it to see if, say, you didn't fire black powder when you're hunting and then you go put it away and you forgot next season that it's loaded. And they did some testing to see if something would go boom. Surprisingly, I think it took a triple shot before it finally went boom. A triple load. Let's get some more projectiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've had these projectiles since January or February. Stifler Manufacturing was with me when I picked them up at the gun shop, or the gun store gun show in Tucson. Let's see, we got some chats. Hey, creator, did you figure out when you're coming up this way? That's why the ramrod test is very important. Correct. If you know how full it is when you have stuff in there, shove the rod down in there and put like a tape or a mark there so you know how deep to go with it. If it's way higher, well, then you know it's already loaded up. Whoops, I bumped this. It didn't get a good loading. Well, yeah, there was a spider that went across the room. That's why when you're reloading, when in doubt, pour it out, is what they say. 'Tis what they say. When in doubt, pour it out. I need to get this room cleaned up before the giveaway day, which is, we have a giveaway. Hats, t-shirts, and stickers, July 22nd, so in 3 days. 6 p.m. Arizona time, Wednesday. Hats, stickers, and t-shirts. Got to subscribe and be in the chat when it happens. Hey, T, not yet. I was going to go up the month, but I ended up just doing overtime working maybe closer to the end of August or September. Do like my LGS and primer and pull. You could do that with this if I wanted to see how much grains of stuff is in there. But I don't know what propellant they use in those plus Ps, the Barnes, if that's what you're talking about with those. That is way off. It's only 4.7. Must have really bumped something. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got 5 people over on this one and 7 on that one. Appreciate y'all coming by to Desert Armory and More. Like I said, we have a giveaway coming up in 3 days. July 22nd. It'll be a year from my first posting on YouTube. So what we have is we got hats. We got hats to give away. We have 4 hats. And we have 4 styles of stickers and 2 styles of t-shirts, which I do not have in stock. So those would need shipped to you from my provider. Those are what are for the giveaway. August 22nd, 2026 at 6 p.m. roughly Arizona time. We'll be starting that. To enter, you just need to subscribe and be in the live. If you want 2 entries, become a member for $1.99 a month. You'll get 2 entries for the goodies. Your favorite pistol? Yep. What's up, Waits? All right, I just don't forget to tell me. Guy that worked at my local gun store put a primer in a black powder to test it. Shut out 2 lights and filled store with smoke. How does that work? Oh, just the primer cap for the black powder? Oh, and it had something in it? Sounds good. Hopefully gas prices go down. Unfortunately, at the highway, our gas prices went up. Therefore, ours in town went up. And we never saw below 4. The lowest we saw was $4.29 in Sierra Vista. The cheapest it was by the highway was $3.59. Although I was able to get it cheaper than that because if you use the Love's discount, you get 10 cents off per gallon. So, waiting for my dripper. The gun was loaded. Yeah, that's what I figured it must be. Trickler's going a little slow right now. I mean, there we go. What's up, Spencer? If I could drive anything, what would I drive? Probably a 3rd or 4th gen Toyota 4Runner or Tacoma. It'll go and go. Start panting like a dog. What's up, Jacob? Now you need to give me a Jewel or a Super Chat. I only do that for those. Hey, by the way, if you want to subscribe, we have a giveaway. Hats, t-shirts, and stickers. You just need to subscribe to enter and be in the live Wednesday, July 22nd, so in 3 days. We have hats, stickers, and t-shirts on giveaway. I would drive a Humvee. I would never break down. Those Humvees break down all the time, dude, the old ones. That's what I bought earlier this year. Got a 21 Tacoma. Nice. Well, they go and go, but I wouldn't want one that new. What, that's a Gen 5, I think? Or no, that would be a Gen 4 or 5. I forget. Oh, wait, I don't need that one. I think I got my 5 already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean my 10. My 10, mate. Oh, wait, before I do that, let me load one up. I want to do one extra hot because that's what it is. Come on, buddy. 0 out. There we go. Okay, something's happening here. See if that works. He says 3. Oh, it's a Gen 3, not a 21. Because they had the Gen 1. Oh, maybe that would be a Gen 3. I was thinking it'd be a 4 or 5. Because obviously the first gen wasn't, that's actually not Tacoma. Those are just called pickups, Toyota pickups. Humvee did great until it blew up. Yeah, that's like everything else. If you could pick any house, would you be the house that you would pick? I don't know. We were trying to find a ZF6 Power Stroke 350 single cab, but COVID made those unattainable. So I gave up and just bought a used Tacoma. Tacoma! Taco! Oh, what do we got over here? Here it's 207 a liter, says Russell. Eastern says the other day when I looked it was $5.35 per gallon for regular. Ouch. Oh, there's the donkeys. They're making noises. Pilgrim is mean to Humvee. Sorry, that auto translated to something weird. Pilgrim is mean to Humvee. I don't know what that means. All right, I need to put a primer in this. This one never got a primer in it. This Plus P round that I'm making right now. I shouldn't have to get a different primer for that, right? I shouldn't have to use a Magnum. Should be able to just use a regular old large pistol primer, right? For Plus Ps. I did it in the past. It makes it look unique because it's not the what-you-call-it color. This camera doesn't show it as well. There we go. It's the brass color. All right. This is a Plus P load. Yes, sir. So she's going a little bit faster. I should put these lead ones in it. It'll go really fast. No, I don't think these are made for that. Well, they could be. These are for 45 Colt. Came with a couple of those in there. I'd have to switch the press around again. Because those are almost like a semi-wad cutter. Russell, stop talking and litter. It is Canadian nonsense. No liters of cola for you. That looks pretty nice. Looks like a nice bullet. Yeah, he's over there in the other chat. That's cheap. $5.35 a gallon. That's more than it is here. Right now we're at $4.39. It just went to in local town. All right, let's switch this over to the crimper. Grr. How am I going to choose the winner for the giveaway? So what I've done in the past is I have a little wheel spinner that I put names on. You click it and it spins. Once that person wins and they're in the chat, I wrote their information down and some of their information, just that they won and who it was, and then they'll email me so I can get the personal stuff. And then the next round, their name gets taken out because they already won. We'll spin the wheel again. And then until the next person. That way they don't win multiple times, because that would just be unfair. Unfair. Oh, yeah. There's a plus P. That one's a warm one. Now, what's the diff? Because obviously these are lighter because they're a hollow point. How much do they weigh, I wonder? Let me see. Let me see how much it weighs. Hats, stickers, and t-shirts. We've been saying it for months. Like a long time. Probably 4 or 5 months. I think 360 is a regular gallon. Creator hats and stickers. And t-shirts. So that one's 284.7. 324. Yeah, it's a definitely heavier projectile. Projectile? What about tiles? All right, that one we can put next to the other plus piece. That one too. And then we need to write out what's in this. And tees, yep. 2 different tees. So, because I have 2 different styles. What I'll do is I'll get your info and send it to you as a 100% discount. If you want, that way I can know what size you want. You're gonna have to email me that, because I'll order it like if I'm ordering it for myself, which is my cost, and then I'll have it shipped to your address, whoever wins it. 6.5 of 231 ball, and then we're using a, oh no, this is 6. Using a 230 grain projectile. Because I don't have those in stock. I don't have the shirts in stock. I do have the stickers and the hats. They're the OG, so hey, they might be worth some more money. They're the ones I ordered originally from, what's that place called that starts with an A? Amazon? Amazon. Amazon. AC's kicking on. Someone made some noise over here. There you guys are. Yeah, we're a different angle over here, AT. Russell and Jerome, I value you guys' opinion on the Lord. Have you guys ever heard of a relationship working between a follower in Christ, follower in the Church of Christ, and a Jehovah Witness? No, there's going to be clashing. At 18, no, it's a controversial. They believe you can get baptized from the dead. Well, it's too. Some Church of Christ, some of them have some unique views too, but I guess that's yourself, right? Some have unique views. No, I'm trying to remember. I had a friend who used to be joined a Church of Christ. It's actually my mom's friend, but we've known her for years. All right, slide that together. This is full. Es lleno. I think it was. All right. Let's see. I should have a little block. There we go. A little block for putting some more on. We'll just make some regular loads. I've only mentioned it like 6 times so far. No, more than that. You know that. 230, 45 is major knockdown. I only need 8. Yeah, so the original FMJs are 230, so I weighed them out to see how much they weigh because I have no idea. I think the box says they're 230. And so I weighed them. They're by HSM. What's up, Rodney? These ones I have no idea what they are. I might load a couple of those just for the fun of it. Use them up. I think they're actually for 45 Colt. Especially if they're just a knock bigger. If they're .452, then they're for 45 Colt. Watch loads with AC on. Will change air pressure if you don't use cover. Let's see what size these ones are. It's in inches. No, these are .450. Those are teeny. Those are smaller than the original. I thought for sure they'd be .52 because they're... These are... That's weird. It says they're supposed to be .451. My caliper says they're .440. That seems weird. It's probably my calipers, they're not the greatest. They're not the greatest, Mike. 444, that's weird. 444 Marlin! No. Yeah, these say .445. 4445. These semi-wad cutter looking thingies. How many of these do I have? I might just load up a couple of them. Depends. Do I have any 45 Colt? I could load up some 45 Colt real quick. And these thingies. It's just I'm not set up for it right now. I'd have to switch everything over. Which it should be already set to that press. I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 projectiles of those, and maybe about 40 or 50 of them currently. They're the gold ones, the 230s. Measure lead, not wax. Correct, I'm measuring the lead. They're .445. These, though, don't measure 451. I don't know why. They're 444. Makes no sense. Put it out like this. 443, 4435, 444. Because they say on the box 451. And when you put them in the inside of these, I mean, it fits pretty much like that. So maybe it's something with my closing zero calibers. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's why. They were zeroed wrong. That's probably it. It was a negative measurement. Yep, .450. So how big are these things? They should be .451 or 452. Yep, .4515. That means these are for, since they're lead, they're usually 100 thousandths, would that be? Because that's, they're usually 001 higher. Because they're lead. They usually make them a little bit bigger. I actually have more people on that one over there than this one. Hello, Bear. Yeah. Wait. How will we email you? In the description of my channel, you have my email address there, which is desertarmyandmore@gmail.com. Had a low battery one time. Yes, my battery was low yesterday when I started loading. It was acting funny. Elijah says, like and subscribe. Thank you, buddy. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Let me see here. This one is this the 45 ACP? Yeah, let's put that there. This one is a 45 Colt crimp. That goes in the black container, which is right here. Along with this 45 Colt and 454 Casull. It'd probably work for 460 then, for crimping. And then this one had, originally it had the 45 UCP. Do I have some 45 Colt in here? I think, but I don't know if I have any that are clean. They're one-time firing, so they would be fairly clean anyways. Unless I cleaned a bunch of them, I can't remember. Let me pick these up. Move those over there. Those over there. Take this off. Put that in my stuff there. 3-time measurements made with caliper, always closed at 0.
He said, "What's that?"
Not a whole bunch. Not a whole bunch. There's the sizing die for 45 ACP. Alright, we might need this wrench for adjustments. We'll put that there. Don't need this one anymore. This is some Dillons. Those are muy caro. I got them for cheap, but... Alright, here's the case holder. I don't think these would fit in here. Sorry for the screen over there. It's going to be jerky a little bit. Yeah, that doesn't fit, but this one should. Yep. It also fits 44 Magnum too. This shell holder. There we go. What's up, J-Dog? Sorry. It's like a Desert Army live stream in stereo. You see that, huh? Except they say that one's a little delayed on the tablet. That's because it's slow. Is my license in January. I might have ran these through. They actually look pretty clean. January. I'm going to load up 10 of these real quick. And these should be large rifle pistol primer too, 45 Colt. Except there's a few of them that are small. I believe so. Alright, let's put one in and see what happens. Get one loaded up right away. What's up, Animal Alchemist? J-Dog, well. Hey, look what you caught us doing. What you do. I got dual streams going right now, by the way. I just got done doing, was that 20? 20 45 ACPs. This one, let's see. And now I'm doing a couple 45 Colt real quick because I have 10 projectiles I want to put in there. They're like semi-wad cutters. I want to use them up. How we do that? I do not know. Somehow it works. Just yesterday, I tried it for the first time. I started live on my phone like normal, and I started live on my tablet over there like normal, thinking it was on my outdoor channel, and it was actually the normal one, and it works fine. So, pretty cool, huh? Do 2 lives at once on the same channel, get double the views. Desert has the best live stream on YouTube. Hey, I don't know about the best. We do try our best. W's in the chat for J-Dog. Thanks for the $2. I'll get $1 of that from YouTube. W's in the chat for J-Dog. He just gave us $1. $1.98. If you want to spread some more love, there's some more to go around probably, right? So you guys let me acquire that 300 blackout right there that the tablet's leaning against. Yep, it came home with us yesterday. Been waiting to bring it home. No, actually right now, any donations are going towards my van. Unfortunately, the insurance company says we're not covering your windscreen after all on your van because we don't have proof that we messed up on your insurance plan. Therefore, you got to eat the $650 for a new windshield. So, thanks to a couple brothers that did give me some money towards that. Appreciate it a lot. If you don't want YouTube to get any cut, I do have Buy Me a Coffee in my description of my channel. So they only take 5%. YouTube takes 51 in total the other day. They took 51%. You heard me right, 51. I'm going to drought press again. Yep, what's up, Bill? It's awesome. Nothing worse than lose round under full load. YouTube taxing. Yeah. So they took 30% because of, that's their fee for their cut. Then processing and VAT fees and all this other stuff that like Apple charges and other companies. another 21%. So I got 49%. YouTube and all the fees got 51. So it was the day of my birthday or the day before, I can't remember. I was donated $306.98. That was a blessing. Thank you all. And YouTube decided they wanted $154 of it, while I got $152. Gotta love it, right? One of the best. Cool. What's up? Rodney's over on his secondary channel, huh? Wish I could help. Like I told people before, every dollar helps. That $2 helps. Sure, I'm only getting $1 of it, but we learned 2 things with new camper. Battery is dead and fridge fan is not working as advertised. Probably need a new one, or the power source ain't working. I helped towards a 50 BMG goal. I don't know how to put little goals on the top. I used to have goals built in on the bottom. They disappeared like 3-4 months ago. I don't know how to turn them on. Maybe my tablet has them. Let's see. Highlights. It doesn't have that little target goal. They disappeared a long time ago. Cash App is better than YouTube. Yes, because Cash App doesn't normally charge anything. So you could help with that too. And I have that in my description. I don't have a link currently. I was trying to make one. But then a company put a bug on my laptop. So it's weird. Dollar to be getting full coverage, 0 deductible. So that's what I figured it was. Well, then when I go to use it, it's nothing. And YouTube, there's more than 0 people in here, okay? It just cleared itself out and said there's 0 people in the chat. Isn't that weird? 0 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 2 more. World Trumpy cool. Isn't that you, Rodney? This one over here says I have 3 people in the chat. It's a totally different stream. Even Venmo might be an option. They take only 1% or something. They actually take nothing if you let them. Or maybe it is 1%. Yeah, I think you're right. In general. This one's a plus P round, this one. It's a small primer. It's a plus P. I want to separate that one. I don't want to shoot that one. And then, yeah, Buy Me a Coffee is only 5%. And Cash App normally is nothing. They usually don't charge a thing that I remember. Okay, is that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we got 10. Need the lid. Thanks for the gold coin, Tennessee Tactical. What's happening? I just got done reloading about 20 45 ACP, 23 grain projectiles, and I'm loading up 10 semi-wad cutter looking 45 Colts. I just got to remember what my loadings were. Let me turn this way so YouTube doesn't accuse me of touching something. I'm not. I'm just looking. I'm grabbing some an ammo box that's next to something they don't want me touching. 45 Colt. Here we go. Here's some loads I did the other day. Thanks for the flower and thanks for the coins. Much appreciated. Is anybody in this chat talking? It doesn't look like it. So we've got... Okay, so this is a different powder, though. So I'm going to have to look this one up. And I need to weigh that. I need to weigh these... These projectiles are definitely smaller than what I was using, because I was using 250 grain projectiles. So it's obviously going to be a different weight of... And it's a different... That's 244 ball. I'm using 231. This is 222 grains. What's these other ones? Let me check. 223.2. What should I measure them as then? They're like semi-wad cutters. 222, 2229, 2219. Some of them the wax is off. That's probably why. So they're probably supposed to be 220s. Let's get my reloader's book for 45 Colt. These are like a semi-wad cutter. There's a 215 and a 225. Those are cast. Here we go. They're probably supposed to be 215s. So I need a certain amount of grains in them. of 231. If I want them on the hot side, everything will clear. 6.8. There we go. And then our overall length needs to be, that's for cast, flat nose, 1.65. 1.6, where's my calipers? Rodney's over on this one now. What's up, buddy? Bill says the other one has a better view. Yeah, unfortunately, it moves around a little more because it's on the table. Was showcasing my military collection. Nice. Did my first live stream yesterday. Got 1 sub, but somehow like 600 views. Yeah, I haven't had 600 views in a while. I think the other day I did get one that was 8 something, and another one that was right around 600. It was right. I think it was when I was rappelling off the mountain. GH says, "Hey Russell." Russell, what happened there? I think the translator decided to translate to a bad word. I know you wouldn't use that word. It's weird. It automatically changes to a bad word. What's up, Bo Both? See a whole lot of goodies. Yes, sir. Goody goodies. Thinking about getting a reload set up for my obscure military calibers. Get your stuff for like reloading dies and presses. Facebook Marketplace. If you can't find the right dies, get yourself some Lees off of Amazon. They're pretty cheap. Other one's a better view. We'll showcase them today. Okay, well, we have to go finish doing my laundry and do the dishes. Have a good night. See, Creator, thanks for coming by, brother. Have a great night. Who, me, DH? You too, Russell. Been wearing my Desert Armory hat and my Tactical Cool Hawaiian shirt everywhere. Nice. Call me, buddy. Thanks for you ignoring me. No, I'm not. I'm reading the chat. I was way behind. Creator, good night. But I only had like 10 or 15 views at a time, so seeing 600 was odd. That is impressions. So 600 people came in and out of your live throughout your live. I don't swear. Yeah, it just automatic translated it to the F word, and I was like, that ain't you. How was your day? It was pretty good. Translation tried to together all band. I know, right? I was like, that ain't you. You don't use that wording. So I'm probably going to have to adjust the placement of this because these are smaller projectiles. Let's see. We need the pusher for these. It should be this one. We got 2 people over there watching. If you're new to the channel, appreciate you coming by to Desert Armory More, where we do cave exploring, mines, hiking, shooting, rappelling down cliffs, all sorts of cool stuff. If you like that stuff, consider subscribing. It's free. We do have a giveaway coming up in 3 days. Hats, t-shirts, and stickers. If you like that type of stuff, I appreciate you coming by. Well, that really spreads these things. It was 1.6 something. $1.62 is where I want it. Looks like they kind of hover. Like both lives. There you go. You know, an older lady has a setup. She was offing even with a brass cleaner and powder and dies for 303 Brit and such. I don't know what to offer her. It depends on how much powder there is. Brass cleaner, like the vibrator type, like I have, it's a big old bin, like this tall, you can put dry in it, or is it the rolling type you can put wet? I don't know. My mama would wash my mouth out with soap. She was still alive. And roll around in her grave, huh? Russell Tripp was survivable good, made it home. Yeah, there you go. He made it home, folks. That's all, folks. You have to really watch these things. They set in there a little bit too deep. That die, push on it a little bit harder than I'd like. There we go. That's not right. It did 6.6. I need 6.8. Yeah, the round bin thingy and a couple cans of powder. 1 pounders or 4 pounders, 5 pounders or 10s? Because that obviously powder ain't cheap no matter where you get it. Unless you get it secondhand like I have. Like from the Gun and Pawn or Swap Meet or something like that. Can't remember, to be honest. Okay. Hey. At least you're honest, as you say. That was not the right measurement again. Got like 100 pounds. Sorry, the both of them are not. Something's happening with the feed. And I lost a whole bunch of people just now. Want to try your load in 45 Colt board of cowboy loads? I'm making some right now. They aren't cowboy loads. These ones right here are probably about the same as a 45 ACP, maybe a little hotter. Let me see. These are 8 grain. Oh no, these are about maybe a 10 mil, close to 10. Not quite a, maybe 357 Magnum to a 10. That's about what these are. There you guys are. Yeah, these are about 357 Magnum to a 10 mil. But you got to make sure your firearm can handle it, because it's starting to get a little on the hot side. The other chat froze. Yeah, I think it restarted again. Can you guys hear me over there? Well, both of them actually were having problems, because I was on cell service and it went to nothing. Then I switched to Wi-Fi. It went to nothing for a little bit. Can you guys hear me over there? Let me refresh it. It says I'm live now. Yeah, there's nobody over there right now. Can we see? Okay, that one I already read. All right, 6.8. What did I do the other 45s? It's over here, and I'm not touching any firearm, YouTube. I'm picking up some box of stuff. They're the same. Okay, these are going to be light then. No, these are 7 grain. Why does that say 8? These are with 244 ball ammo. We're using 231 ball ammo. Well, they're a lighter projectile, so yeah, they're going to be a different weight of appellant or repellent, whatever you call it. Anybody over there? Yeah, there's one person over there. Brother from another one. Can I sue Zero for being an idiot? I don't know, can you, mate? That's the crimper. I need the setter. I think this is the seat. Yep, this is the seat. This is a crimper, which is a carbo. It's made of carbide. It's an RCBS carbide. Carbo, as they call it. All right, I think I've got a couple more here. Can you see me over there? Can you hear me on the other chat here on the tablet where I'm looking at and pointing at you right there? The one guy in the chat? Or gal? Only silver cord allowed. Or they get eaten by a bear. Unfortunately, we're still looking for a bear. That's hilarious. Okay, we're having problems with a little trickler here. It's supposed to go to 6.8, and it's just not doing it quite. I think because I'm moving the thing too much. Yep, I can hear. Good. So, yeah, the cell service went dead, and I had to go to Wi-Fi, which Wi-Fi runs on a stronger bandwidth. It's a different bandwidth for Verizon cell service, so hopefully that works okay. These are going to be a little hotter than a cowboy load, but not as hot as a 357 Magnum, which is about what these are. Because these are 8 grains of 244. What I'm doing is almost 7 grains of 231. It's a little bit lighter. Because it's a lighter projectile. It's only 215 instead of 250. Tefere. Tomorrow I got a ceiling fan to put up. So he's got a fan he wants put up in his patio, his back patio. Someone quoted him $210 to put up a patio fan that's about 9 feet in the air, I guess. I don't know. I said, well, I start out 8-foot ceilings at 80 cheeseburgers. I said, but I don't know how tall your ceilings are. So that's just 90 cheeseburgers. I said, I don't know how tall your ceilings are, though, and how complicated your fan is. So that's the starting. As you know, I love you. Yep, Zero's the worst. Yeah, real brothers are like that. I threw all my firearms in a boating accident in the lake before I would admit Zero's my friend. Allegedly, huh? Hey, what's up, Blonde? Fierro, how's it going? Hi, Desert, and that's funny. Both your lives are next to each other while I was doom scrolling. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know you could do 2 at a time like that. I found this out just yesterday. How's Blonde doing? The Blonde Gypsy. Check her out, guys. She's in the other channel. Check out her channel, the Blonde Traveling Gypsy. She says, hello. Not much, just saw your live. There you go. How's Fierro doing? I am loading some 45 Colt now. Allegedly. Allegedly. I did some 45 ACP earlier. Allegedly. Right, J-Dog? Friend, we family gonna need a bigger bait, a lake, or a bigger boat. I'm participating in Zero's monkey business today. It's just too much. Hilarious. Hilarious, my friends. Very funny. That's very funny, my friends. It's so funny, I could tickle myself. It feels so good. You got to talk like this. Sounds like a little brother pouting. He's a little brother just pouting. He doesn't pouting. No, he's going to get his own way. So did you see my message from Facebook Messenger? What tool are those tools for? What? What tool are those loads for? It is a Cimarron Frontier, kind of like. I don't know exactly what model it is. It's a single action cowboy. Single action army. I think when we were reloading the Colt 45, we were doing 235 grain bullet. That was loaded a little hot, and it was in an engraved single action. I have, these ones are a little hot. They're 250 grain projectile flat nose. These are, they're pretty spicy. They're a little less than a 44 Magnum. A 44 Magnum base is what, 700 and something foot-pounds of energy? I think these are about 650. 6 to 650 because they're pretty hot. They're hot like me. That one's sunken a little deep. Dude, stop! Yeah, I know it sounded bad when I said check her out. Sorry, I didn't mean that. That's not what I meant. Pardon me, pardon me. You have to stop it. Stop it right now. She's talking about my very different accents I do. Russell, I see the one from Saturday was out of service till today. He was in the mountains. He's in mountain life, mate. Alright, where's my tool? My lit tool thingy bob. Here it is. It's in here. My 45 Colt crimp. Crimpy crimp. Okay, Zero. 45 caliber flat nose. Hog medicine. Yeah, and then these ones are almost like a semi-wad cutter, somewhat. I'm making those right now. These are just some 4.52s that came with a box of 4.51s that I had. There we go. Like a glove. These are a little hotter than a cowboy load. Just a wee bit. They're for a pistol. I don't have a revolver yet. I mean, it's for a revolver. I don't have a lever action. I have a lever action 44 Magnum. So I can shoot them pretty hot. That's the only 44 mag I have currently. Because a rifle you can usually shoot hotter than a pistol. Depends what pistol you have though, I guess. Make chili, it might produce some odors. Probably.
Smash that like button. Have a great night. I'm going to grab a shower and call it a night.
All right, see you, mate. I had a cheese crisp earlier. Quesadilla, sorry. Because it was a double layer. He's going to have an odorous night. Those are some nice looking projectiles. Take a look at that, folks. Doesn't that look nice? Got a little dog hair on it. Right there, those came out perfect. They're almost like a semi-wad cutter. 45 Colt. Be a little hotter than these were actually original Fiocchi's. GFLs for Fiocchi. They'll be a little hotter than a cowboy load. Should be. About as much as a 9, probably. Should be about as much as a 9. Because a 45 Colt is about as 380, pretty much, cowboy rounds.
Chili are nasty.
No, they aren't. Stop lying to yourself.
Just stop it.
Shut that off. All right, let's rearrange some of these. Oh, you know what? I could load up that Plus P, which I don't know. I have a Plus P load over here that I could load up. Oh, I just stuck it back in the... I didn't have any more to load for that. It's not the right projectiles. These are hand loads I did a few months back. They're Starline Brass and Fiocchi's, which is GFL. I think that's all for this one. Where'd that marker go? There she is. And then these ones here, let's put these in the front. These are just about a 9mm probably, boom boom. These are GFL and Starline too, it looks like. What's up, Rhodes? How you doing, buddy? Baker, where's Skittles? He's outside. I can fart my roommate, yep. Let's see here. Gas is 1.25 from Taco Bell. Toco. Baker says, hi. You say, hello. Hello there, mate. So this is 231 ball, and we have 6.8, and those were 215. Can 45 Colt outperform 410 Slug? No. 410 Slug's more powerful. Couple reasons why. One is they're using a rifle, obviously. Sorry, a shotgun. And the other is they're more powder. So we're having problems, folks. We're having problems. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Wi-Fi keeps kicking out, and then the cell service kicks out. And then it's, well, first is the cell, then Wi-Fi. Now see if cell kicks out again. I only have 2 bars 4G. There must be some magnetic. Let me shut off the tablet. I'm done for the night in here, so appreciate you all coming by. You have a blessed day, blessed night, blessed the rest of your life. You can never go wrong serving Christ. He's the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father but through Jesus Christ. We'll be back. And I'm going to stay. We'll be back. And I'm going to stay on the phone over there.